voices be heard. Communication's the key, that's the word. Listen closely, with empathy and care. We'll bridge the gap, create a God affair. Quality time, let's make memories. Engage as a family, feel the breeze. Respect and kindness, the foundation will lay. Understanding and love, God in our way. Open up, let your voices be heard. Communication's the key, that's the word. Listen.
Hello, everybody. This is Judy Ambrose. And I know y'all are used to me saying Judy Ambrose James, but we're ending this season and we're starting anew. So I'm going back to Judy Ambrose, my birth name. I've been divorced for over 20 years. So I'm going back to Judy Ambrose. And you know, this is Generational Turnaround Podcast, where we seek the truth. And then I bring you the proof from the guests that join me, who are professionals in their professions. Yeah, but not to worry. Right now, I'm feeling a little awkward because I haven't been here in a couple of months on my podcast. I've been missing you all, but life just start going all out of sorts. And so I said, let me take this time out and so I can come back with a new attitude. And that is what I have. God has put me back on the potter's wheel and he's molded me and shaped me. And here I am with what I call is another mandate. Y'all know I came on here with Activate Your Faith. And from that generation of turnaround, and now going into this new year, healing words. We all need them, y'all. Physical, mental, and emotional. We need the healing word. Our young people need us to bring healing words into their life. Now, I know there's some of you parents out there that know exactly what healing words are. And I know that there are some parents out there that's just getting started with parenting. And you may not know what I mean by healing words. But just think about when you were growing up. And if you had this mom and dad that when something happened to you or you did something, the words that they chose to use made you feel better. If you felt bad, it was because of what you did. And you know you shouldn't have done that. But when your mom or your dad found out, they didn't come back with, "Oh, I can't believe you did that. What's wrong with you?" And and all that. Instead, they had empathy. That's what we do. You have empathy. And empathy is understanding and sharing the feelings of another. It's when you say to yourself, I did that same thing when I was their age. But I'll keep that to myself. Well, you shouldn't. Actually, you should. You should tell them. That's empathy. You should let them know that you were a kid once and you did that very same thing. And your mother or your father, they sit down. They didn't just excuse it now. They did bring it in for what it was. But that's empathy. And so mothers and fathers, I know sometimes it's happening more than once. And each time it grows because sometimes our kids, they want to know just how far they can go. And it's a thin line between forgiving and then deciding what you're going to do next. Well, it's my next healing word is communication. If you've got communication already, communication is the act of exchanging information. If you got this, y'all got this communication between you, and they know what to expect, and you know what to expect, then it will grow in your relationship. Healing words are words that makes you feel better, or the person feels better, or the child feels better. But they will feel so much better that they feel guilty. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's growing them. Now, the book that I wrote, see, I didn't just have a mandate. You see this book behind me, Healing Words, Speaking Life unto the Generation. Well, I also have a copy of it right here. Why? Because I'm so proud of it, and I want to read you just a little bit of it. Okay? And I know my speech is a work in progress, but y'all have been listening to it all year long. So that means you know what to expect. So I'm going to just read the introduction. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to read the table of contents. Chapter 1, The Foundation of God. Chapter 2, Listen for God. Listen for Him. Chapter 3, The village mentality. We all should have a village. It's it's a fundamental that we have a village that we can go to. Our elders, the village elders. I still remember some of the things that the elders told me growing up. I still remember it. The next chapter 4 is speaking life. If we don't speak life into our children, someone else will. And it's not going to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but it's going to be a censored, uncensored version. And then expressing gratitude. Please teach your children to express gratitude. Epic. That's my chapter 6. Epic is experience, perseverance, intentional, and choices. Chapter 7, transformative conversation. If you have a conversation with anybody, you should be that conversation should transform them in some way. If a conversation don't make a difference to that person, that change that person in some way, for the good, then what are you talking about? The impact of your words on young people. I put this picture of my mom on there, on that chapter, because she always impact whoever, especially me, but whoever she talked to, especially a young person. My mom impact them always in a positive way. Even when I know I did something wrong. Now, she let me know that she knew, but the way she came back, talked about it. She talked to me about it. I didn't feel like I got over on her, but I learned a very valuable lesson. Real talk conversation. I'm gonna let you read that because we got some young people, pictures of some young people, and they real talk in real time. Then we have reflections of what you've done, reflection on the times, reflection and growth. Then we have building resilience. Now I have my granddaughters, 4 granddaughters pictures on there because they are of different ages from 17 to 25. In building resilience is something that I noticed that all of them had a different level, different characteristic, but they build resilience, not necessarily because they wanted to go through what it took to build that resilience, but it happened. Anyway, then encourage yourself. I have a friend, we call her Swalo. Situation will alter your life outcome. Now, that right there said it all. But she teaches self-love and self-care. Very necessary. Very necessary. And then the faith, chapter 13, the face of incarceration. Now, you might ask, why did I name a chapter the face of incarceration? Because from 1 to this 13, chapter 13, if you don't teach your child these chapters before, that's where they're going to end up. The face of incarceration. There are hundreds of thousands of young Black men and women who are firsthand look at incarceration. Some, they are not guilty. Some are guilty and don't have any idea what to do when they get in there. So they get with the wrong crowd and they end up being repeat offenders. And then we have our young people that took a chance. It didn't work in their favor, and they got locked up. But they remember what you have taught them from the beginning till now. And they know what to do when they get in there. They are actually helping those who don't know what to do. Why? Because it's part of who they are. There's a lot of bad out there. There are people that are waiting for our young people, waiting with the traps that they've set already, hoping that they had no parenting, hoping that they're angry at their parents, hoping that they just hungry and they want somebody to show them the ropes. Don't let that be your child. Right now, while they're at home in your life, practice healing words. Teach them healing words. Teach them how to talk to others so that, because you know, us older people like me, we love to teach. We love to reach young people. We don't want to see not one young person fall to the wayside. We want to pull them up, pull their coat. Now that's really how we say, let us pull your coat and let you know what's waiting for you out there. If you don't, listen to your parents, listen to the village elders. There's somebody out there who's just wanting to reel you in. I'm talking to the young people right now, not to the parents. I'm talking to you. You who think that you know it all and your parents don't know anything. I'm talking to you. Now you may not admit to your parents, but I bet you've already had a dose of reality, and you're afraid, but you don't want to admit it. You've already had something happen that was too close for comfort, and you went back home for a minute, and you was on your P's and Q's. But now you're ready to go back out there and try it again. Baby, back in my days, we got to try things a few times and didn't get caught up. Well, now from what I can see from where I'm sitting, you don't have one or two times, maybe two, and you are getting caught up. If it's not the police, if it's not a mad neighbor, if it's not somebody who just can't stand kids, if it's not a friend or someone who's jealous, you got all these different people who don't care. And even worse than those people, you've got the trickster. I call him the trickster, but y'all know who he is. He's evil, and he's in rare form right now. Don't steer far away from your parents, young people. Don't steer far away from your guardian, your brother, your sister, your aunt. You see, this your family. That's your family. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I've experienced. I experienced by talking to young people in my family, young people who call me Auntie Judy, young people who are afraid. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to tell the truth. It's okay to trust. There's elements out there. There's elements out in position to make sure you're not going to go past where you are right now. You're not going to excel, but you can turn around and say, I am speaking into existence. Whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that God has come and actually revealed to you. I don't care if you're young. I don't care if you're a little child. God, you're especially a little child, because God will reveal himself to the children. Why? Because they believe. And see, I've become like a child so that God can reveal to me. And he has been revealing, and I don't keep it to myself. Now, if it's just for me, yeah, because it's for me to do. But if it's something that he's revealed to me and he tells me to take it out beyond our conversation, then it could be for you, it could be for you, it could be for anybody. So I don't hold on to it. Now, I am so excited that we are this close to 2025. You are about to cross over, and I hope that you have in your heart and in your mind what God has revealed to you, what He's been revealing to you, and you've been saying, but I don't know. I don't know. I wonder if that's for me. Well, I'm not sure. I'm going to wait until God showed me the big sign. You gotta show me at least 2 or 3 times. Maybe on the 4th time, I'll believe it. Well, there's some people that's waiting, and they've been waiting all year. And guess what? Somebody else has claimed it. Somebody else has invented it. Somebody else has taken what was there for you, what you had in your hand. You know, what did you have in your hand and you threw it away? Okay. I'm not telling you anything else. I'm going to just wait and see what tomorrow is going to be, what it's going to bring. So, Merry Christmas. And as y'all see, I have my love shirt on in red because love is one of the healing words. And number one healing phrase is activate your faith and witness a generational turnaround in your time, real time. I pray that today was better than yesterday, but not as good as tomorrow. I pray that tomorrow will bring forth a double portion of blessing in the form of opportunity that you never saw coming. See you next year, and we can start from where we left off on healing words. And I'm going to have to guess who's going to come in and they're going to share how healing words made a difference in their life, or healing words that they used made a difference in somebody else's life. Happy New Year.